Alright, guys, ¿cómo están? Feliz domingo a todos. Ya saben, los que nos conocen, cada domingo tocamos un día a la vez para mandarles a ustedes, para bendecirlos con una linda semana. So every Sunday, let's do it in English. Every Sunday, explain to them what we do.
Evelyn always plays un día a la vez. It's a thing that she's been
doing. It's like
doing.
a blessing, you know.
Yes.
We want to bless people with a good week, I guess you would say. So yeah.
Once again, we are live here in Livermore, California. Evelyn Falcon and her accordion, and Emily Falcon, which is myself, yes.
Yes. So let's talk about some highlights over the weekend. How's everybody's weekend so far? So today we're going to do something a little bit different. Vamos a hacer algo un poquito más diferente. Algo un poquito más diferente. Ahora vamos a tocar temas de algo que me pasó hoy este día. Y pues vamos a hablar un poquito de eso. We're going to talk about a little incident. What would you call that today?
Everyday interactions just with people.
All right.
It could be in a workplace, anywhere.
Yes, so a word came out, and certain people, I guess people get bent out of shape over this word. So the topic of today, we'll do some music too if anybody connects. Nobody's connected so far, so we're just going to do a little, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes of this incident. Or what do you want to call it? I don't even know what to call it. An incident,
it's just a little interaction.
Okay, so the word rancor. What do you guys think about the word rancor? To me, I don't see any affiliation to it with anything. I just think it's a word. Give me a definition.
I've always heard it growing up, but there's more meaning to it, and a lot of people want to connect and affiliate it with certain types of other things.
But to me, when I call somebody a rancor, I've said that about people in the past, and somebody's asked me an opinion of someone or whatnot. And to me, my definition of a rancor is just someone who's like a quitter, or like someone who gives up quickly, or what would you call that?
Someone who like
loses interest, I guess.
Drops out of school. Someone who's constantly just complaining. Things get too challenging, become too difficult, whatever, and they just want to be like, I give up, I'm out, I'm quitting. You fucking rancor. That's what we meant, right?
So I had an incident today with she's not even a coworker because I don't even know how to explain it. Anyways, long story short, the lady, I don't even explain that.
It's just people in general.
People in general. Hey, you gotta keep it down.
So, what would you call that? Not having a life.
I guess.
People who are just so invested in other people and what they're doing and not focusing on what they're doing. And this happens in the workplace. It's very common.
It happens everywhere, but today it happened in the workplace. It happened in the workplace. Someone who they can't do it because they're a rancor. Like, that's what I mean by they're a rancor. Like, they may have tried whatever the job was. Today it was security. That's what we were working in. And so we had an incident with a woman who, she's a volunteer, but she's at the place. And anyways, long story short, she went and she told on us, and she didn't like the way we were operating with things. And so to me, that's a rancor. Like, we're adult women. She was standing literally next to me, like you, and she went and got the supervisor instead of just being like, "Hey, Evelyn, like, by the way, I noticed you're
instead of addressing it
directly,
especially in that moment. No, you just go, you get on the phone, you get on the whatever radio,
social media,
and and you go and you paddle on someone for what reason?
If anybody watches this video, if you get to this video again, thank you for watching. If you do get to watch it. And I'd like to know, what are your opinions? Déjame decir a mi gente en español, porque hay mucha gente que no tiene español. So ahora tuvimos una discusión con una trabajadora en nuestro trabajo, y la señora, yo no sé cómo se dijera eso en español. Sería como
metiche. Alguien bien metiche. What?
¿Cómo era?
Bien culera, yeah, culera.
Culera.
That's another word.
Porque quiso poner el mal. Tal vez hay una palabra más formal, pero aún ahorita no la hemos encontrado, no la hemos buscado, la
No,
verdad.
metiche.
Pero metiche o desanimadora o fiestas, no sé. Pero tuvimos una discusión en el trabajo cuando nos quisieron poner mal. En vez de hablar con nosotros directamente, somos adultos, pues yo les aconsejo a la gente, a todos mis amigos que tienen problemas tal vez en el trabajo, no vayan y le chismean al supervisor. Habla con la persona directamente primero. Y a ver si pueden llegar a un acuerdo.
Y no anden echando mentiras. Hey, that's another thing when people are making up lies.
Yes.
Instead of, hey, address it to that person that you have an issue with instead of going and making shit up over here on the side.
Secondhand information.
Yes.
And then adding a little bit of your
own.
Whatever you think about it to make it believable. But again, this is a little thing of the subject too we're talking about. That's another thing that I've noticed too is that unfortunately the truth does not matter. So today's topic is the word ranker. Giving a story based on secondhand information. And what was the other one, Emily? And giving your own input to it. Making up lies to get people to push your agenda or to accept your agenda.
So you gotta go lie and just make shit up about other people, right?
All right, now let's play a song. Es una mujer bonita la que anduve pretendiendo. La seguí por 8 meses y apenas me está queriendo. Chaparra de mi amor, no me hagas sufrir ya tanto. Tú dices que a otras quiero y a todo por ti yo estoy penando. Te quiero, te adoro, te extraño. Y así mi vidita, yo te lo juro que te amo tanto.
Saludos a todos, gracias por ver el video. Aquí estamos en vivo desde Livermore, California, con Evelyn Falcón y su acordeón. Gracias.
Te quiero, te adoro, te extraño. Y así mi vidita, yo te lo juro que te amo tanto. All right. Any other topic we should talk about today? What's another topic we should talk about? All right. So we went over that. Hey, you need to keep it down. So like I was telling you guys, so we're talking about that. No one's watching, Emily? I can't tell or not.
I can't tell either.
Well, anyways, again, if you do get to see this video, again, our appreciation. If you followed us from TikTok and now you're here, thank you so much. If you followed us from the Acordeonista page, si vienen de la página de
Bienvenidos, gracias.
Bienvenidos y gracias por su suscripción. Esperemos que, pues, vayamos a un horario fijo donde podemos conectarnos y ustedes también se conecten con nosotros. Did you drop the link yet? Stop fucking with it. Just drop the link already. Drop the link and let's see if anybody wants to connect.
You would have to. Why don't you get in there and do it?
Maybe I'll just talk about what else. What's another topic that came about today?
Pretty much that's it.
What about people sending you messages and then them deleting the messages?
That's straight chicken shit, pussy shit.
Why do you think people do that though? Like I've just noticed these are just different topics that have crossed my hey stop. Hey, okay. These are things that have crossed my mind. I'm not sure. What do you think about that though? Has that ever happened?
Yes, it has on many occasions, and it's been on occasions where some individuals have sent nude photos and stuff like that without me asking for them. But you know, that's something what people do. They post like it's like a thing you do in your messages, I guess. It's like in DMs, and there's like vanish mode, meaning that any messages sent to you will be automatically deleted right after you send it. So a lot of people do that, especially when they just send regular messages, and I don't understand why. I have nothing to hide, so I don't do all that those extra steps in those settings. So have you experienced that?
I have. I've experienced it where I've had just like random conversations with people. And again, if anybody who's ever had an interaction with myself as far as like messaging, I've never met you in person. I do have a common interest in people, so I'm naturally nosy. I do consider myself a writer, so it goes with the territory. So if I'm asking you questions and they may seem a bit personable, it's probably because I have a genuine interest in knowing about the situation or about your person. However, I have had that happen where people we have a conversation and I start seeing them delete messages. And so I just think if you're going to say it, you should own up to it. Like I have been seeing a lot of things on social medias in the past, and people, they'll ask them a question about a certain person or something, and then they go and delete it.
Or they do a video addressing whatever, and then
the subject was, yeah.
And then they're like, "Oh, I wasn't feeling right, and I said it."
Yeah.
And they want to go back on it.
That's what I want to talk about.
I like that.
Take accountability.
Take accountability.
Accountability. So today's topic is how do you feel about the word rancor? How do you feel about what was the other one? About interactions. Rancor was the word.
Making up lies.
Making up lies, going on secondhand information. And then accountability, because I've had interactions with people, and I've also seen stuff on social medias and stuff where, people will ask about a certain person, and then they want to say like, oh, you caught me on a bad day, or oh, I'm with my family.
Or some people like to have that type of content where they like to talk shit about people, and then they go and block you. Once you go defend yourself, they block you, and then they continue to talk crap about you because you no longer can chat back.
Yes, I agree.
I mean, that's just lame. And then people are moderators.
My thing is this, okay? I've seen it a lot lately. I don't know if that's the new normal because I have been out of the loop. What I mean by that is, I do work as an hourly employee, but we have also worked for about 10 years now for ourselves. So when you're an independent contractor and you run your own schedule, you make your own money, then you kind of forget what it's like to be in that world.
That whole, what do you call it?
Like
punching in the clock and, being watched and on all that.
I'm going to tell on so-and-so because
they were 5 minutes late.
So it's, because they took too long on their break. Or because, they clocked in before it was time to clock.
Oh, they don't work weekends. And I've been here 20 years.
Or they don't do nights.
Because
their vato don't want to work no nights. So these are things that have they're things that have came through our minds lately, things we've been seeing. And again, like I said, a lot of the stuff we've seen because of the pandemic and stuff, we have seen it through social media. But I have noticed that, it's pretty sad. Like, if you're a grown person, you should have the confidence within yourself to own it. Doesn't matter if you said it. If you do regret it, well, then that's fine too. You regret it, all right, fine. But don't go blocking people.
And especially if you're about, you have content out, don't delete no videos.
Yeah, it's bad for your algorithm.
And deleting comments or your messages through DMs and even text messages, stuff like that. It's just terrible, especially,
So be accountable for yourself.
Amateurs, like.
Not only that, but what my thing is this, a lot of these people that I have seen the things on there, these things, they have families, right? They want to use the word family, like their children, their husbands, their wives, or whatever. So how are you raising those kids? That's what I want to know. You're getting upset about like that trial that just happened with that boy, that 17-year-old boy that I don't usually talk all that shit. I don't. But today, they're just things that popped in my mind. And, we're still new. We're still trying to grow. So these are things that used to come up on the TikTok. We haven't been doing TikTok because we're permanently banned. And we just got kind of tired of it. That was our side hoe. YouTube's where we want to be. It's where we started. So we hope to grow here. And if not, pues ni modo. Somos pocos, pero bien fucking locos. And, I'd rather you love me, hate me, but I'm going to be honest. But
yes.
Así debe de ser. At least that's the way I think.
Absolutely, yes.
So like I was saying, again, that's the thing that's concerning to me is that people have families, right? Or children, husbands, wives. So how are you raising your son or your daughter? You're raising them to talk shit, and then they can run and hide.
Be a coward.
Yeah.
Tell the principal, write statements. fucking important legal documents.
Yes.
And then
yes,
you're gonna
yes.
be a bitch, and then talking all this shit, and you're just gonna run and hide.
Yes,
That's what it
that's
is,
one
right?
thing I wish people. I guess if you guys get anything from this video, out of all the things we talked about, I would want people to just at least just listen and think. Just think about it. What? Just think about it. I forgot what I was saying. Accountability. About being accountable and just what was the word?
Quit being a bitch, a little bitch.
Yeah, you tell them.
Right? Just quit being a pussy, man. Times have changed.
These are very
everyone's so
down.
soft now.
Yes, I agree.
It ain't the way it used to be. And then it's so horrible because now you have this whole social media, and it's just like now people. There's so many different. Everything's modified. Everything is limited and limited comments, limited numbers, and it's just so ridiculous. You get muted.
Yeah.
You just
man.
That's
kind of funny. Okay, so last night. I don't normally do that, okay? But I just happen to, again, pandemic. I'm going to use the pandemic, okay? That's my excuse, right? Because I'm usually very sociable. I'm out and about. And that's another thing. I don't hide in the garage. I don't live with my parents. I don't knock it. If you got a parent that lets you live with them, hey, man, great. Take care of them. Don't let anything bad happen to them. But that's what I've noticed. A lot of those channels, the people that I've seen that have these issues, it doesn't seem like they have much of a social life, or they haven't had that experience to be with different settings, with different types of people. So this is very different than what we normally do, guys, if you're still watching. Pero I have noticed that. Que la gente no tiene life experience. What would you call it? Life experience?
Life experience, obviously, because you learn, when you have that type of life experience, it's just all in yourself about if you want to grow within yourself. You learn how to de-escalate situations. You should just know this type of shit, right?
But blocking people is not the way to do it.
Because in real life, you can't block people unless you actually hurt them physically. Just
and if you're
shit like that, right?
About people, you gotta remember, there are people, just because they're not typing back to you, it doesn't mean that they're not watching. It doesn't mean that if they don't have a cousin, a tío, a tía, somebody who might see that. And so it's funny because when things are done to certain people, I've noticed, they're like, oh my gosh, they're slandering my name, they're doing all this stuff. But they go and do the same thing to multiple people.
They block you and then they go do the same thing.
Maybe I'm new to this social media thing. These are just things again that I've observed. I've observed them. I did experience it yesterday because I did comment on this one channel. So a gentleman who was saying that he was a real one or something. And again, I'm just an outsider looking in, but to me, I mean, at least that's the way I was raised.
They kept deleting her comments.
Not only that, but again, I was raised with, my dad was like, he wasn't into things. He was just himself, But he was derecho, and so he'd tell it how it is, and he'd tell us, grow up like that. Don't be no fucking wimp, dude. Stand your ground. Don't matter if it's, whatever it is. Stand your ground if that's how you feel about it. So this gentleman was going on about real one. He was blah blah blah, and so I just commented, hey, how can you call yourself a real one? And it's a genuine question. I wasn't bullying. I wasn't talking shit. I wasn't trying to stir nothing. No, it's a general question. How can you call yourself a real one? But then you go and you block people's comments. You delete it. That does not make you a real one.
No.
Unless I missed the memo.
Yeah.
But then it got funny because they never answered the question, number one. And then I don't know if it was the person themselves or the mod. But
different mods.
I don't know. I really don't know. But then they're like, oh, why is she trolling? Okay,
and that's another one. Troll. That's not. Everybody just throws that around. If someone's talking crap to you, I know this is just like YouTube, social media and stuff, and it all depends because there's just people that just like to just. That's trolling. Where you just go in any comment section, any whatever live streams, and you're just throwing nonsense in there, just calling someone out of their name, just being a dummy for no reason. That's trolling. But no, people want to call you a troll if you're actually defending yourself.
Or if they want to agree with whatever you're talking about.
And they'll be like, I don't like your opinion, Evelyn. That's too
low. You're a troll.
Yeah, that's so stupid.
No. I think that there needs to be, I'm going to invent one, okay? I'm going to write a list for y'all, and I don't care because nobody watches, it don't matter.
Yeah, no.
And the ones that do watch, you might learn cabrones. I hope so.
And then other punk bullshit.
Because trolls.
Right?
A troll to me is someone that's talking nasty shit to you. Okay, they go on and they're just like, you fucking cocksucker. Oh, you this. Oh, you that. But when you're on there and you're asking them questions, that's not a troll. To me, that's not a troll.
And then you go send other people to channels.
Yeah, like for example, another example.
That's
okay?
I
mean, they're just examples. They're things that we have experienced. Okay, for example, I commented on this channel. I saw this situation where this woman was talking about a story. Her story did not add up. Again, maybe it's because I've been in many different situations. I've had a lot of life experience with certain things. It just didn't make sense to me, or the woman just hasn't healed enough, or what would you call that?
Not living in her truth or something.
Okay, that
just
makes
didn't
sense.
make
sense. So anyways,
sense. It was like
so we
somebody
kind of had an exchange of words. Was nothing bad. We didn't cuss each other out. Nothing. And we just kind of left it
once
at
you
that.
cuss someone out in the comments,
we'll get into that.
Yeah,
today.
you
That's
lose the debate right there.
Pero so that's what happened. You know, we exchanged words, but it was just kind of like, all right, you don't have to agree with me. I don't have to agree with you. Bueno, se acabó. But then this other chick came on and was like just talking some shit. And I posted on the community.
She was talking shit about me, and then I'm like, whoa, what you bringing me in here for? Yeah. So then I went and commented, hey, what's up? Why don't you talk to me directly instead of being a chicken shit and whatever? And that person went and was like, blah, 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 blah. And that person had no videos, no pictures, and they're just a fucking leva, a coward.
But then we ended up finding out that this other woman, she's friends with that other woman.
Yeah.
So that's the thing, women. I don't know if men do it, but I've seen it more in women.
Yeah.
Because women have this thing where they want to like look prissy and like, what would you call that? Like a bigger person. But then they send a little fucking, the less attractive looking friend who really looks up to them to go and do their fucking bidding for them.
Do the dirty work.
Yes.
Do the footwork.
Yes.
Like, yeah, damn.
So,
like
these are just things again
instead of just addressing the issue
yes.
right then and there. No, you send some other motherfucker to go do it,
yes.
and then that person sucks at doing it, and they're just fucking.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
And they want to call you a keyboard warrior. What is that?
No. Was it a keyboard warrior?
Was that that's what everybody? No, the motherfucker called me a keyboard
warrior.
No, keyboard warrior. That bitch was a sound warrior because the bitch goes by some name that has to do with some certain shit. That's why. So that's why. All right. Anything else, Evelyn? We are live here in Livermore, California with Evelyn Falcon and her accordion. Thank you to everyone who takes the time watching these videos, comments, and likes, all that great stuff. Drop a comment whatever you want to say. Thank you. Also, we have the StreamYard link there if you'd like to connect with us. Again, we will give you 15 seconds to say what you want to say, good or bad. So connect on the StreamYard once you drop the link in there.
And we've been looking at our analytics, so we know that 80% of you are fellas. So come on, fellas, don't be bashful.
No. Muchas gracias a todos. Aquí estamos en vivo desde Livermore, California, con Evelyn Falcón y su acordeón. Gracias por ver los videos. Se lo agradecemos muchísimo a todos que tomen el tiempo de ver los videos.
All right, so did we cover all the topics that we had on our mind?
What else?
Like the song, there's something on my mind.
Yeah.
What else it says? All right. So let's see. So we talked about rankers. So what do you guys think about rankers again?
Yeah.
I think we pretty much summed it up.
Yes.
But these are just things. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you guys feel a little uncomfortable about us addressing these topics because they're sensitive subjects. I guess I didn't realize some people are very sensitive.
Yes.
I guess that's what the world is now.
You're a troll.
Okay.
Because that's what they tell you right away. You're a fucking troll because you're giving me your opinion.
Okay, fine then.
And another thing. Okay, when you have these platforms or whatever, you got a YouTube, you're doing this, you're putting out content, that's considered a platform. It's your own platform. You put out whatever content you'd like, right? Because it's your own stuff. So that whole stuff where people are like, oh, I'm not going to allow bashing on here and this and that, but they do that to people. That's another thing. On this channel here, Evelyn925, here,
we're all about the bashing.
No, it's not just we don't do the bashing.
I don't bash anyone.
You're gonna
come at me.
You come here.
You come at me with.
We don't block anybody. I don't know what that is. We don't block anybody or anything like that.
What's up, my chickadees?
Hi, Diane.
Sorry, you gotta figure this out.
Yeah, that's what we're doing. So yeah, we don't block anybody. We don't do like the moderator thing. No. Say what you want. It's fine. Good or bad. So that's what we do.
I guess everybody has a different objective too. That's why they do it for a certain reason. Some people are really milking it. It seems like they're really making the big bucks. Good for you. I mean, I don't hate on anyone's hustle. You shouldn't hate on anybody's hustle unless it involves like, using secondhand information, I might not be a fan of it.
Thumbnails of people have nothing to do with what you're talking
I agree.
about. It's another thing.
But, to each his own. I'm not on here bashing anybody. I'm just giving my opinion, and that's what we're here for. So, yes. So we talked about that, and what other things did we talk about? Talk about the word ranker. How do you guys feel about the word ranker? Do you get offended by it? What is your definition? Like I said, for us, it's like someone who quits at everything. It's not. There's no affiliation. People always want to affiliate it to a group or something or this or that. No. To me, like anybody can be a ranker. Anything can be a ranker. Yeah. I don't like to fucking work out all the time to say I'm a ranker. You know what I mean? Simple things like that. Like, like you have a friend that's always like doing something. You're like, I'm gonna go study that, and I'm gonna get help.
And then they don't do shit.
And then they do it for like 3 weeks. And it's like, hey, how's it going to finish training? And they're like, I just like. It wasn't for me. I followed through, I guess.
Right?
To me, that's what I feel the word.
But I'm not sure if everyone knows because maybe that's just demasiado. Yeah, it's so grown up.
Are we just all
I don't know what that is. I don't know. Can anybody answer that? Does anybody has ever heard that word?
Again, we've throughout the years we've gotten all this shit talked to us all the time. Because they're like, oh, you guys look at your blonde hair and your black roots, and oh, why do you talk like a white girl? And oh, why do you have white girl names? Shit like that. Yeah. But again, that's for another topic. So maybe I don't know. I did hear of that word growing up, ranker.
Yeah, my whole life.
I never connected to anything, but I guess when I got further out into the world, started meeting other people, so they're like, oh, you can't be using that word.
Who said it
like that? So, but to me, it's not like that. So the word ranker. What was the other one? Taking accountability. Take accountability for your actions, guys. If you said something,
don't be deleting your messages.
Yeah, don't delete your messages.
That's just lame. It is lame. I don't do that. All right.
Don't send me stuff.
You put bad comments here. It's fine. I'll leave it. It looks great.
I mean, yeah, I don't give a fuck.
It's just YouTube. It's just.
I think. Like I said, everyone does it for their own.
Yeah, don't be a fucking ranker.
For me, like I used to do it because the thing me and my dad did, it was a bonding thing, and we get all excited with the comments and stuff, and we get some really mean comments too. And I never deleted them; I always kept them on there, so they probably saw.
Yeah, so she started this channel 14 years ago.
Yeah, so that's just a little bit about me, That's the truth. It's on there. Yeah, I'm not lying. If you look it up, it started 14 years ago.
14 years ago.
So we started, and then we ventured out little by little. We were doing the TikTok. We had a kind of a following there, and just people be hating on people's hustles.
Yes.
Getting pissed off because they send fucking penny roses.
Yeah, penny roses, dude. Oh, we were very appreciative of anything. Oh, yeah, penny doesn't matter. $1.50 doesn't matter. Just as long as you're watching. And they were true people who genuinely appreciated her singing and music and my hosting and my dance. That's great. Hosting. Yeah, so we're very appreciative of that. And we really appreciate everyone who takes time. Those also who subscribe here or followed us from TikTok and Instagram, Facebook as well. Thank you so much. Yes, we do appreciate everyone.
Sí, a todos, los agradecemos mucho a todos. Sorry, es que tenemos gente que habla inglés, tenemos gente que no habla inglés.
Sí, perdón, sí.
Perdón si no entienden lo que se acaba de hablar estos pinches 15 minutos, pero es puro chisme lo estamos hablando. Momentos que hemos pasado en la
Conéctanse
vida.
También.
Son cosas que hemos pasado en la vida. Pues déjame decir con mis amigos que hablan español, pues.
Diles
yo quiero saber qué opinan, pues, de las cosas de la gente, de que son rajones. Dicen cosas, maldigan la gente, o shut up, you know what I mean? Maldicen la gente, lo que sea, y luego al final de cosas borren los mensajes.
Ay.
O se echan para atrás.
O te reportan. Ahí en los pinches, ahí con el pinche administrador.
Sí.
I say that right, yeah.
Yes, you did. I did. Sí, también mis amigos que hablan español, tenemos esta aplicación que se llama StreamYard. Si gustan, este link que está ahí, cuando quieran, pícale ahí y se pueden conectar con nosotros, pueden mandarnos un saludo. Pícale, güey. Bueno, y así es. No, tú eres mañosa, porque tú eres mañosa, porque tú eres mal pensada, A veces hasta en las propias...
Ahí está el...
A veces hasta en las propias familias hay pura gente así.
Sí.
Qué triste. Bueno. Y así es, así pasa. So, si gustan conectarse con nosotras, les vamos a dar 15 segundos para que se conecten. Pero tienen que enseñar su cara.
Sí.
Y tienen que,
enseñar sus caras, no quedarse ahí nomás. Di algo.
Vengan preparados con lo que van a decir. No, que estamos, no estamos.
Gather your thoughts.
Yes.
We're just letting everyone know if you want to connect to the StreamYard, we do send the link there. So you have 15 seconds. We'll put on the timer. You want to show the example of the timer? But we're just going to put a little example here of what we have a timer here, but let's take a look here.
Yes, and that is one of my favorite podcasts of Cinco. Okay, I always play
Yes. So we're just gonna show you what this timer is. Just an example, so that you guys maybe would want to join the StreamYard. Just hit the link, but we're gonna time it ourselves because it takes up the whole screen. But it's just an example here. Just bear with us. Thank you. Thank you for your patience. Thank you.
That was a 15-second timer. So.
We'll put that before let's see when they join.
Well, maybe we can. Isn't there a way? We're still working it out.
Yes.
And maybe we can have the timer as a screen, and then we can have the other person like a third screen.
I'm not sure how we can do.
We're gonna see how we can do that, but
we'll just put it as an example.
It's just something fun. Again, like I said, we're not trying to be like other channels, other things, other people. They have other agendas that. Who knows?
I think it's pretty fun.
It is fun.
Here we're giving you the opportunity to say what you like, good or bad. Connect here, and it's fun. Who wouldn't want to give their opinion or whatnot?
And we're not gonna like kick you out or block you if you say something that we don't agree with. We'll let you say your piece and
do it. All right. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, you can show whatever you want. I don't know. Yeah. So we hope everyone has a great Thanksgiving.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get on by then. We're going to try to go on hopefully every day. We're just trying to figure out a time. I mean, it's kind of tricky. I didn't think it was as hard as it is. People make it look very easy, I guess.
Especially if you're not very tech savvy.
Yeah, but I maybe too we're a little different too because we're not talking on topics that maybe people find interesting too. But we don't need to. That's again, we're true believers in what we believe, and we like the music. Yeah. We do the music. We're a little combination. We're a little fucking twisted because when someone's aquí, well, we are from aquí, but we like the shit they are, and so we're a little combination of shit where most people, at least in my experience, we could talk about that on another subject too. At least in my experience, we're a little fucking weird because we're a little fucking weird because we like our paisa stuff. No offense to my friends, and we like the gringo stuff too. I love country music. We do it all. Pero pues así es, and we like to talk about certain topics too because we always seem to be the ones who what would you call that? Like we're on the opposite,
controversial or what?
We're the opposition, I guess we would say.
What'd you call it? Like
I don't know what you call it.
I don't know. People just call you a troll. That's it.
I'm not a troll.
Well, that's what they call you because she's very opinionated. Well, so yeah, if you have kids, I heard vacation, Thanksgiving vacation is coming up.
We're on vacation.
Well, we are here, right?
And again, if you gave us your address. We're getting ready to send them Christmas cards, so please be patient. We'll be sending them shortly. And ¿qué otra cosa we're going to talk about? Be accountable. Again, another thing too we talk about in case you guys kind of skip through and you don't stay. Again, if you watch it, we appreciate you.
Thank you.
We always appreciate everyone. Yes. But our hair logo that's on there too. We have the Venmo code on there. We have our hair logo on it because again, we work for ourselves and we do a little bit of everything. And so our hair. We feel like we got a little copy.
Well, we don't know when they do that.
But anyways, our hair, because we do hair, our profession prior to pandemic is we are licensed cosmetologists in the state of California. And we also, we like to do the non-project, the outreach stuff. And so our hair stands for help, achieve, inspire, and respect. Well, really, resilience is the original one, but art can be anything. It can be respect, it can be resilience. And we practice it every day. So is that funny? You tell me now, baby. What? Inspire art. Bueno, nice.
Right,
Yeah,
cool.
so that's it. You know, we hope you guys practice hair every day. Help someone. If it's yourself, who cares? But
Usually
choose something,
people's
you know?
lives tend to.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know. People's lives seem to change for the better after they've done an interaction with us. I don't know what it is, but you know, I'm not tooting my own horn or anything like that. I don't need a validation. I know who I am. Do you know who you are?
Oh yes.
So you know, and there's nothing wrong about being confident in what you know your strengths are and what you know your weaknesses are.
Yes.
You know, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think that's kind of the issue I've noticed throughout the years.
Accepting yourself.
People get really fucking pushed.
When you know who you are,
yeah,
and you know who you are inside, and you've accepted every flaw,
that's right. That's right.
That's very intimidating to people who are just so insecure about themselves,
That's
not
right.
sure, and they're
That's
like, that's another topic. But we can go on and on all night there.
Topics that we have in mind these are things that we've just experienced like throughout the years, and so I'm sure we're not the only ones who've gone through issues like that.
No.
Like problems at work where you got that worker that so fucking what? They show up every day.
Been there 20 years.
On time, but they're a shitty fucking human being.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't fucking spit on you or piss on you if you're on fire.
Right.
Let's just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you
were talking about people that they just want bodies at work, right?
Yeah.
They suck at their job, right?
Yeah.
Got jobs. They just want to see a body. Now they just want to. You don't gotta do shit. You don't even have to work to your.
Just show up.
You don't. You don't have to even do the bare minimum. You don't even like. It's changed now. It's such bullshit. You got people who are bosses who don't know what they're doing.
No, they don't know. It's just
like
shit. It's just like I don't want to get too political now, but it's just like there's a center. I fucking give a fuck. The Center for Control for Diseases and stuff. I just watched a video on there. I don't know who it was. It wasn't Fox News. I don't know who it was, but they were saying that they don't even know how many of their employees are vaccinated. So you're the fucking director and you can't answer that, okay? I mean, I've gone to many places, different like Board of Education, all these different places that I've had some issues and some questions about, and the main fucking person, you're supposed to go to the source, right? I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about. So what happened? What did I miss? I swear, I feel like I was put in like a time capsule and just frozen for a while. And now I'm here in this new world and people are like, dude, you're like from ancient times. I don't know, people that will see it. These are just things that came across my mind.
Yeah.
So how many of you can relate, you know? I guess we covered everything then, right? So ya, si gustan seguirnos, gracias a todos de nuevo. Los que no entendieron, pues traté de explicarles un poquito lo mejor que pude. Es un poquito difícil porque eso es lo que no nos dicen cuántos hablan español, cuántos no.
Ya, ahí lo ponen los comentarios ahí.
Sí, pues si quieren las pláticas en español, póngale ahí español.
Póngale ahí, díganos.
You guys prefer English? Ponle English. You prefer both? Pues ándale, we can do both.
Yeah, tell us in the comments. Hey, can you fix that? I don't know how to do it. The comments? Okay, go on. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. There was one. There was one I was asking you about. Cuéntame again, please.
All right.
So many life lessons in that song.
Yes.
So yeah, we couldn't even talk about these songs, you know. Por los mexicanos, like, ¿qué opinas de esa canción, right? Oh, bueno, si a los que conocen la canción Juanita y Miguel.
Juanita y Miguel, they were boyfriend and girlfriend,
right?
And they loved themselves with so much passion. My version, of course.
They're gonna copy.
En su pecho llevaban guardados. They held in their hearts a love that never existed. Un amor que nunca había existido. En la plaza, en el cine y el baile, in the plaza, the movies and the dance. Bien juntitos andaban los dos. They were always together. You can do the English part de la mano vacía. Okay, that's another thing. That word, I don't mean to offend anybody in the LGBTQ. Actually, I don't. That's just a word that I grew up hearing, and I never associated it to anything like that. In case they caught it, I'm gonna repeat it. Can I get a pass LGBTQ, please? Juanita y Miguel invitaron.
So Juanita and Miguel, they were invited to a party at the ranch.
En un rancho lejano.
Yeah, faraway ranch.
Y Juanita bailaba.
Juanita, she danced and danced the whole night.
Y a Miguel lo dejaron.
And she pretty much ditched Juanita. Juan, right? What's his name? Miguel, perdón. She ditched Miguel. And he told her to stop dancing.
Yeah. Well, who did that shit? A Juanita le decía Miguel.
Miguel kept telling Juanita, please, quit being like that. Please stop dancing without me and leaving me here.
And here's the caption right here. Y Juanita sonriendo le dijo, she mocking it, it's all
yeah, she told him. All dance with every motherfucker up in here. Yeah. She'll dance with every guy here at the ranch. Yeah. Miguel took it out.
Instantly.
Yeah.
Con desprecio y despecho, Miguel. Heartbroken, Miguel. 6 balazos, six bullets.
6, yeah.
Partieron el pecho.
In her chest.
A Juanita porque le fue infiel. She felt cheated.
Very important lessons in the songs. Can you explain them what kind of songs are?
Con su cuerpo y brazos en cruz. After she was fucking on the floor and dead. En un charco de sangre que pull up blood. Y Miguel al mirarla en el suelo. After Miguel saw her on the floor. Un balazo también él se dio. He had one bullet left and he shot himself.
What kind of song would you call that in Spanish? What are these songs? Let the people know.
Corridos, I don't know if you guys are familiar. Corridos are folk songs, but they're based usually on a true story. They might be a little fabricated. Pero, I mean, you're talking about songs, these are like from the 1900s, 1930s, 1950s. And so, yeah, Juanita Miguel, that's a good one.
That is.
Women don't change sometimes. ¿Sí? ¿Qué opinan de la canción Juanita Miguel, pues?
You got a man or girlfriend or wife, husband, whatever. It doesn't matter. Relationship out there.
Respect. Just because they took her out to far away. They finally left town and she got to see what was out
there. Got a
there.
little excited there, right?
But he asked her nicely.
Yeah, he did.
He asked her to
stop. Always respect one another.
Yes, we should. I mean, I'm not saying that she deserved to die.
No.
I'm saying I'm not
But please,
the fucking, yeah. Yes. None of that shit. You're all for everybody, people's rights and shit. But I'm just saying, back then.
And these are just such, okay, there's so many trends like this going on right now. Like on TikTok, you see where these pranks that these relationships do to one. That's so stupid, in my opinion. Like,
honestly, see, I'm gonna get really
damn.
Okay, here goes, guys. This is where I'm gonna piss you guys off.
Let us know.
It's just who I am, though. A lot of that shit I truly believe because these people grew up without fathers. Fathers are very fucking important. I'm not preaching. I'm just giving my opinion. You don't have to agree with me, but I do believe, and it's true. Many of the households, they're fatherless. So you got, and many of these women, not all women are built the same, and that's okay too. You are your own person, but I think that's what happens. These pranks, people think it's so cute to do these pranks, and like that one where that girl got beat up because she had that fake call. She was talking to a guy, and then oh my god, the boyfriend smacked her. So
and there's so many stories like that.
It's like the Darman. Darman, I used to be your fan, but lately your videos, I don't know Darman. Like the one we watched today of the stalker boyfriend.
Yeah, that one there.
What did you think about that?
Wait, that one was today?
Yeah.
Which one?
The one with the stalker boyfriend, where he kept making up the lies about the earrings.
Yeah, just like, again, the bitch didn't understand though. I'm sorry when I say bitch, I'm not being disrespectful, like, I'm just degrading women. No, that's another thing. That's just
come on, guys, connect. I want to hear your opinion.
Come on, let us know what you think. Chime in on the comments or right there in the StreamYard. Get in here.
¿A cuántas veces me sacaron del trampa? ¿Cuántas veces me
un chingo. Oh shit. Yeah. Social media, fucking Facebook
pages. Voy por las calles cantando mis canciones. We're not mind their covers.
Well, yeah.
Los mariachis van pisando mis talones. 35,000 canciones y me cantaron, me caí de la nube, me revolqué, grité, lloré de ese sentimientos me recordaron de un amor que yo antes tuve. En el Tenampa se recuerdan muchas cosas y los mariachis son los amos, sí señores. Te tomas 4, 5, 20 o 30 copas y los mariachis te recuerdan tus amores.
Thank you very much.
Este 20 a 35,000 canciones y me cantaron.
Saludos.
Me caí de la nube. All my 956ers used to like that one. Me revolqué, grité, lloré de sentimientos. Saludos a todos los de Texas. I forgot the word. I have to do the one that everyone asked for.
Bueno, ¿cómo están todos? ¿Qué hacen?
Vamos a despedirse.
Sí, bueno. A ver, ¿cuándo nos conectamos hoy de nuevo? Mañana. What's today? What time is it right now? Hello?
Oh, you left me.
No,
No, grabado. Do it, come on, grabado.
What?
And
Oh, it's only
this
like
thing
two.
left me in this corner. Como tú clavaste a mi corazón.
Is that you?
Estos tragos que tomo yo son pura tristeza y son mi dolor. ¿Qué te pasa?
Tragos de amargo licor
Que no me hacen olvidar. Me siento como un cobarde y hasta me pongo a llorar.
Evelyn Falcón y su acordeón. Aquí estamos en vivo desde Baltimore, California. Muchas gracias por ver el video. Thank you to everyone who watches these videos and likes to chime in with us. Thank you.
Te fuiste, no sé por qué. Yo sé que me querías y sé que me adorabas. Por si acaso quieres regresar, te voy a esperar. Te voy a esperar. Tragos de amargo licor que no me hacen olvidar. Me siento como un cobarde y hasta me pongo a llorar.
No llores, Nacho.
Emily, ¿te gusta tener de a dos?
No, I've never had it. I've never. Dime, ¿quién ha tenido de dos? Pon ahí en los comentarios.
3 o 4.
Ay. People don't
Me gusta tener de a dos.
I like to have two.
Para no andar batallando, to not have any trouble. Cuando una me dice adiós, un día no one tells me bye bye. La traya me está esperando. You translate. Another one's waiting. Por ahí viene mi Luisito. Por ahí viene mi Luisito. Vestido de azul celeste. Ese amor debe ser mío. Ese amor debe ser mío. Y aunque la muerte me cueste. This is my translator.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
All right, good. End it, please.
Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you. streaming this out.
Connect, Carlos.
Yeah, would you like to connect in the stream yard here?
Put the link one more time.
We're gonna drop the link if you want to say hi on the camera here.
Ya me voy para siempre, para nunca volver. El amor que yo quise no me supo querer. Coming out. Ya voy derrotado. Me duele el corazón. We're live. Porque el amor de mi alma.
Porque el amor de mi alma
Solita me dejó. Voy a vagar por ahí, trataré de pasar mi vida más tranquila. Si sigue ese dolor, no me sorprenda que ahogarme a una cantina. Me voy derrotado, me duele el corazón. Porque el amor de mi alma,
Can y'all relate?
porque el amor de mi alma solita me dejó.
Thank you, Evelyn.
Gracias. You want to come out and say hi? Yeah, sure. Thank you so much, Carlos. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
Diane. And I hope if you guys watch this video, I hope you guys are open-minded to it. Because
Yes.
it's not for everyone. That's my disclaimer. My disclaimer right there. Not for everyone. I'm going to have to put that in the little
Yes,
suggestion
we will.
box. And hope
Anytime you see the StreamYard there, please connect.
yes,
in the
so thank you
comments
so
there.
much. We're gonna put the disclaimer, and so hope you're open-minded to it. Leave your comments. Be open and honest about it. Nothing you can say can offend us. Even if you were to tell us you're gonna whack us, it wouldn't offend us.
All right, get away.
All right, guys. You guys have a great night. God bless y'all, and have a great week.
All right. What?
Hey, what's up? Oh, it's Angie. Hi, Angie.
Hey, Angie, how you doing? Do you want to come out on the StreamYard? Do you want to test
Yeah,
us
yeah.
out?
Sure.
We'll drop the link. You want to connect? Ahí está la doña. Remember for her from TikTok?
Yeah.
Tápate las pajamas, ma.
Take care. Good night. All right, Angie. Next time.
Have a
thank you
good
so
night,
much.
Angie.
We sending your Christmas card soon,
Yes.
Angie. Thank you guys. Good night.